Have you ever felt a little off, but couldn't quite put your finger on why? Maybe you brushed it off as fatigue, stress, or just getting older. But what if those subtle changes, those quiet whispers from your body, were actually warning signs that something much more serious was happening inside you? Today, we're talking about high blood pressure, the silent killer that often sneaks up without a single loud symptom. It's a condition that affects millions, and yet, so many people have no idea it's lurking in the shadows, quietly damaging their health every day. If you're over 60 or care about someone who is, this isn't just another health video. This is a wake-up call. Because ignoring these silent symptoms could mean the difference between a healthy future and a life changed forever. Now, I know firsthand what it means to dismiss those little aches and pains. Life gets busy, and sometimes it's easier to chalk it up to getting older. But believe me, there's nothing normal about your heart working overtime. High blood pressure doesn't always come crashing in with dramatic chest pains or fainting spells. Sometimes it's the quiet, almost invisible signs that are the most dangerous. That's why today, we're diving deep into the 10 silent symptoms of high blood pressure you must not ignore. I want you to listen closely, not just for yourself, but for your loved ones. Because knowledge is power, and recognizing these signs could save a life. Let's start with the basics, just to make sure we're all on the same page. High blood pressure, medically known as hypertension, is when the force of your blood against your artery walls is consistently too high. Over time, this pressure can damage your arteries, heart, kidneys, and even your brain. The scary part? Most people don't know they have it until something serious happens. That's why it's earned the nickname, the silent killer. But what if your body is trying to warn you quietly, gently, in ways you might not expect? Let's walk together through these 10 silent symptoms. I want you to really think about each one. Have you experienced them? Has someone you love mentioned any of these? Don't brush them off. Let's listen to what our bodies are telling us. First up, persistent headaches. Now, headaches can be caused by 1,000 different things, from dehydration to stress. But if you're noticing headaches that seem to come out of nowhere, especially in the morning, don't ignore it. High blood pressure puts extra strain on the blood vessels in your brain, and this pressure can trigger headaches that feel different from the usual tension or sinus headaches. Maybe it's a dull ache that won't go away, or a pounding sensation that seems to greet you each morning. If this sounds familiar, it's time to pay attention. Second, fatigue and confusion. We all have days when we're tired or a bit forgetful, but persistent, unexplained fatigue and episodes of confusion can be a sign that your brain isn't getting enough blood flow. High blood pressure can slowly narrow and harden the arteries feeding your brain, reducing oxygen and nutrient supply. Maybe you're having trouble concentrating, or you find yourself losing track of conversations, forgetting why you walked into a room. It's easy to blame this on aging, but don't be so quick. Your brain is telling you it needs help. Third, vision problems. Blurry vision, seeing spots, or sudden changes in eyesight can be a subtle but important warning. The tiny blood vessels in your eyes are sensitive to changes in blood pressure, and damage here can happen quietly over time. You might notice trouble reading, or maybe things just don't look as clear as they used to. Sometimes, high blood pressure can lead to a condition called hypertensive retinopathy, which can cause permanent vision loss if left unchecked. Don't wait for things to get worse before taking action. Our fourth silent symptom, shortness of breath. Maybe you find yourself getting winded after climbing a few stairs, or perhaps you notice a heaviness in your chest after mild activity. High blood pressure makes your heart work harder, and over time, this can lead to a thickening of the heart muscle and fluid buildup in your lungs. It might seem minor at first, just a little harder to catch your breath. But this is your body waving a red flag, telling you that your heart is struggling. Fifth, nosebleeds. Occasional nosebleeds aren't usually a cause for concern, especially in dry weather. But frequent or unexplained nosebleeds can be linked to high blood pressure. The delicate blood vessels in your nose can rupture under increased pressure, leading to bleeding that seems to happen without reason. If you're reaching for tissues more often than usual, don't dismiss it, get your blood pressure checked. 6. Chest pain or a feeling of tightness. This one is tricky because chest pain can mean a lot of things. But a mild ache, pressure, or tightness that comes and goes might be an early sign of high blood pressure stressing your heart. It might not be the classic crushing pain you've heard about with heart attacks. Instead, it could be a subtle discomfort, a sensation that something just isn't right. Listen to your body. Don't ignore these warning signs. 7th, irregular heartbeat. Sometimes it feels like your heart is skipping a beat, fluttering, or racing unexpectedly. High blood pressure can affect the electrical system in your heart, leading to arrhythmias, irregular heart rhythms that can be dangerous over time. You might notice your heart feels like it's pounding or beating too fast, even when you're resting. This isn't something to shrug off as nerves or excitement. Your heart is asking for help. 8th, ringing in the ears or tinnitus. That persistent buzzing, hissing, or ringing in your ears can be incredibly annoying, but it's often overlooked as a symptom of high blood pressure. The increased pressure can affect the small blood vessels in your inner ear, leading to this sensation. If it's new or worsening, especially with other symptoms, it could be time to check your numbers. 9th, swelling in your legs, ankles, or feet. High blood pressure can damage your kidneys, which help regulate fluid in your body. When they're not working properly, fluid can build up, causing swelling, also known as edema, in your lower extremities. Maybe your shoes feel tighter, or you notice indentations when you press on your skin. This slow buildup might not seem urgent, but it's a sign that your body is struggling to keep up. And finally, the 10th silent symptom, difficulty sleeping. High blood pressure can interfere with your body's ability to relax and recover at night. You might find it hard to fall asleep, wake up frequently, or feel unrest in the morning. Sometimes it can cause or worsen sleep apnea, where you stop breathing briefly during sleep. Poor sleep isn't just an inconvenience, it's a warning sign that your heart and blood vessels are under strain. Now, let's pause for a moment. Hearing about these symptoms might make you feel anxious, maybe even a little scared. That's natural, but fear isn't the answer, action is. I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to empower you. The truth is, high blood pressure is manageable, and many people live long, healthy lives once they recognize the signs and get the help they need. It starts with awareness. Don't ignore these quiet signals from your body. They're not just a part of getting older, they're messages telling you that you matter, that your health is worth fighting for. Let's talk about what you can do. The most important step is simple. Get your blood pressure checked regularly. It's quick, painless, and can be done at your doctor's office, pharmacy, or even at home with a reliable monitor. Don't wait until you feel sick to check. Make it a part of your routine, just like brushing your teeth. If your numbers are high, talk to your doctor about what you can do to lower them. Sometimes lifestyle changes are enough, more exercise, less salt, losing a few pounds. Other times, you might need medication. There's no shame in that. The real danger is ignoring the problem. I know change isn't always easy, especially as we get older. Maybe you've spent a lifetime enjoying salty foods or avoiding the gym. Maybe it feels overwhelming to think about changing your habits. But here's the truth. Every small step counts. Choosing a salad instead of fries, walking a little further each day, checking your blood pressure once a week, it all adds up. Your health doesn't have to decline with age. In fact, this is your chance to take control, to write a new story for yourself and your loved ones. If you recognize any of these symptoms, don't panic. Take a deep breath and take action. Talk to your doctor, track your blood pressure, and make a commitment to your health. You're not alone in this journey. Millions of Americans are facing the same challenges, and there's a whole community out there ready to support you. The most important thing is not to ignore those silent signals. Your future is worth protecting. Before I wrap up, I want you to remember this. High blood pressure doesn't have to be a life sentence. With the right information, a little determination, and support from your loved ones and healthcare team, you can manage it, reduce your risks, and enjoy all the moments that matter. Don't let the silent symptoms steal your peace of mind. Listen to your body, take action, and protect your health because you deserve it. If this video helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe now, leave a comment about your experience, and share this with a friend who might need it. Your story could be the wake-up call that saves someone else's life. Let's build a community where we look out for each other, stay informed, and keep living life to the fullest, one healthy heartbeat at a time. Subscribe to my channel for more insights, and remember, your health is your greatest treasure. Take care of it, and take care of yourself.